Chapter 5 Accounting for Overhead Cost. The cost that cannot be easily identified to a unit cost or a product cost or department cost are called the overhead cost. Overhead costs are also denoted by work on cost, burden cost, indirect expenses, non-productive cost, supplementary cost, logistics, support cost, and loading cost. Classification of overhead cost 1, 2, 3 on the base of elements, indirect materials, indirect labor, indirect expenses. Fixed overhead cost, variable overhead cost, semi-variable overhead cost. Third go manufacturing overhead cost, administrative overhead cost, selling and distribution overhead cost. On the basis of controllable overhead cost, uncontrollable overhead cost, allocations of overhead, item of overhead, basis of allocation. Direct materials given, direct wages level given, indirect materials in direct wages power kWh px mx H lighting electricity, number of light point, area, store overhead, direct materials, canteen expenses, number of staff, supervision cost, number of staff, welfare of staff, number of staff, depreciation assets value, repair and maintenance assets value or MH insurance assets value, general expenses, direct wages, rent and taxes, area occupied, selling and distribution overhead, sales revenue, overhead distribution summary, item of overhead, basis of allocations, total अनि department, service department को direct materials actuals given, direct wages actuals given, indirect wages power सबै यहाँ राखेर टोटल निकाल्नु पर्ने हुन्छ हैन एबिसी XY को फर्मुला चाहिँ ओभरहेड रेट पर मेसिन आवरको मेसिन आवर रेट टोटल ओभरहेड मेसिन आवर ओभरहेड रेट पर लेबर आवर रेट टोटल ओभरहेड डाइरेक्ट लेबर आवर ओभरहेड रेट पर यूनिट टोटल ओभरहेड टोटल प्रोडक्शन यूनिट percentage of overhead on direct labor cost total overhead into 100 direct labor cost percentage of overhead on prime cost total overhead into 100 by prime cost percentage of overhead on sales total overhead into 100 by sales 11 overhead distributions को summary this is of total production department ABC service department AS direct material, direct wages, rent, electricity, power, depreciation, general overhead, appointment, level hour, given area. राख्ने यसको नम्बरहरु राख्ने टोटल गर्ने 2007-3 मा पनि solution overhead distribution summary को overhead item basics all of allocation total same हो direct material direct labor electricity salary factor rent power distributions labor general overhead reappointment machine hour overhead distribution summary भयो item of overhead basis of allocation total production divide P2P to service direct wages rent given occupied supervision repairs depreciations lighting power indirect wages fire of stocks overhead distribution summary even लगभग सेम छ राख्ने item of overhead basic of all locations total RS production and XY direct materials or labors भयो Rent, power, insurance, premium on machines, level welfare, repair, maintenance, depreciation, machine hour rate. यसमा चाहिँ क्यालकुलेसन ओभरहेड राख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ. पार्टिकुलर एमाउन्ट, डिप्रिसिएसन, कस्ट अफ मेन्टेनेन्स, स्यालेरी अफ सुपरभाइजर, कस्ट अफ कन्ज्युमेबल, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चार्ज, अदर फिक्स चार्ज, मेसिन आवर रेट, टोटल ओभरहेड, टोटल मेसिन आवर. Overhead distribution summary by item, basic of allocations, total processing, pressing, finishing, storing, canteen, wages of store staff, canteen food, rent, light and heating, insurance per minimum diesel machines hour rate. Overhead distribution summary, item of overhead, direct wages, indirect wages, lighting, power and depreciation of plant, appointment. वर्किङ नोटको चाहिँ वर्किङ डेज इन्टु वर्किङ आवर्स इन्टु नम्बर अफ वर्कर भयो. क्यालकुलेसन ओभरहेड टु द जोइन अफ द बेसिस भयो. डाइरेक्ट मेटेरियल इन्डाइरेक्ट मेटेरियल निकालेर गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ.